I born in St David Hospital, down the docks, Northern Square. My mother comes from St Nicholas. My mother was in this school, and my father then met her outside the school. They got married, and then my mother then had 6 children. I knew Nicky when I was little. Both of us was living in the docks. We gone back to the docks to see what it is. He numbered me, I was small, growing up I was. And he numbered my mother and all my sisters and 2 of my brothers. We stay friends now.
About 7 when we met. How old are you now, Brian?
59.
59. Okay. So I'm 65, so that means you were, I must have been about, yeah, about 5 years older than you, yeah. That would have been, when we met, would have been not long before I left Mount Stewart Square. What do you remember about the house when you came into the house?
The front room,
Parlour.
the parlour.
You were very lucky to go in there. Not everybody was allowed in there. Even as kids, we weren't allowed in there. We had to sneak in there. And do you remember the sort of table in the living room?
Yeah.
It was a long one, wasn't it?
Long table.
Yeah, long table, that's right. To be able to sit 16 or 18 of us there. Like a family car. And you remember the kitchen?
Kitchen. Yeah.
Do you remember if the kitchen was big or small?
Big.
Yeah, it's giant, wasn't it? You remember playing out in the street in front of the house?
Sometimes we go out to the front. Then we have the ball. Then we trying to kick the ball into the net.
Yeah.
Then I saved it. Then I saved the ball for him.
Because there was there was hardly any traffic outside, so we could play out for hours and hours and hours. And maybe there'd be like a car coming once every half hour or so. Yeah, so it was very safe playing. And do you remember ever going into the what used to be the old canal that was now filled in at the back and playing there? It's right at the back of the house.
No, I haven't been in that one.
Probably because you weren't allowed. I wasn't allowed. It was right at the back of the house. And Pierhead you were talking about. What do you remember about Pierhead?
Pierhead, they had all the boats coming in.
Pierhead used to be exactly where this is, where this walkway is.
Yeah.
And it used to be all mud, wasn't it? Mostly mud.
Yeah.
Just as many seagulls as there used to be?
Maybe more than.
More.
It used to always be dive bombing.
Were all these shops here?
No.
There was one shop here.
Only one. The kids then the bay was making fun at me. They told me to go back to my country. My mother told me, don't take any notice of them. She told me I born down the docks.
And your mother and my mother used to talk?
Yeah.
Did they ever work together?
My mother was working in Ivana Bakery.
Ah, where my mother was for a while. Yeah. That's Grangetown.
Yeah, my mother was in Ivana Bakery. My father was in Ivana Bakery. My sister was in Ivana Bakery.
Oh,
And I was.
okay. And we used to get cakes, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice cakes.